We are back on that PDF now on page 4 that has our computational thinking standards. Our computational thinking standards are broken into 4 sub-concept areas. This is the largest bulk of what standards are available for the computer science and digital fluency standards. You actually have 10 standards within computational thinking. The first sub-concept area is modeling and simulation. You have one standard here where we're talking about computational models. So how does input change the output? So this could be, variables. It could be talking about, how things are sorted, patterns that might arise. Anything along those lines can help talk about modeling and simulation. Under data analysis and visualization, there are 2 standards. Here, the students are going to collect data and then visualize that data. So this could be doing surveys and having the students create the charts and talk about how data supports a claim that they may have. Maybe they're doing a persuasive essay and they've collected some data and they're going to share it. That's your data analysis and visualization area. Abstraction and decomposition is 2 standards, one for each of those areas. When we're talking about decomposition, we're talking about breaking down a problem into smaller parts. So this could be having students explain how they solved a math problem, or breaking down how to write an essay into the parts that are needed in order to make it a good essay. For abstraction, we're talking about finding the information or the general idea, thinking about how a task can be broken down, and then making sure that we have the right information as it comes through. For algorithms and programming, that's the largest area of our computational thinking standards. For standard 6, we're going to compare algorithms. So it could be students talking about 2 different ways to tie their shoes and talk about how both of those algorithms will make that shoe be tied, but there's more than one way, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of each one. For CT7, we're looking at identifying information that might change as a program is run. So you're identifying things that need to be updated as you're doing computational thinking. As we go into CT standards, we're developing those algorithms. So having your students do a how-to essay or, following a recipe, anything along those lines can really help your students develop the understanding of algorithms. And then for 9, it's explaining each step of the algorithm. What are the conditionals? What needs to be fixed if something isn't working quite right? So we're going to have the students take a peek at what maybe a sentence that they're writing and there's an error in it, so they need to debug that sentence so it's clear for the reader. And then finally, when we get down to the last one, 10, we're talking about the choices made to design and develop a solution. So we're talking about that iterative design process. So design thinking, engineering process, how the step-by-step process of writing a good paragraph or even an essay. So you're thinking about the iterations that you need to do, that problem solving and critical thinking that goes into everything that we do inside the classroom.